Welcome back to the GMS Studios. My name is Rich Hart. Hey, I'm with Geoffrey Klein. Geoffrey,
How are you,
welcome
Rich?
to the program. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So we were talking a little bit beforehand, and we were talking about the elements of AI and the inability elements or the far-fetched elements of human and how human interrelates with the AI world. And I don't think it's like the training the AI, it's probably training the human.
Who said that?
I didn't say that.
You stole my line.
I did, but that's your line. And then we're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second. You know, from the fact itself of you brought it from the human element and the AI element. AI is a big topic around here now. Okay. And
which is a bit of a challenge because everyone's talking about it.
Exactly.
So I was like, oh, what is this guy saying that's different than this guy?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And I believe in what I call human-centered AI.
Okay, good.
And for me, that means two things. One is about how do you ensure that you're using your unique human abilities when you're interacting with AI to get the best. So it's about how do you communicate with AI to ensure that it's actually giving you what you want.
Right.
And the second part is keep the human in the loop and make sure that what you're doing with AI is actually for the benefit of our fellow humans.
Sure. So where does this all fit into play? I mean, from the human factor itself. All right, bringing this in.
So a lot of people who are afraid of AI or fearful.
Can't spell it. You know, that's what it is.
The studies have actually shown that it's people who aren't using AI that are afraid of it. And then once you start using it and you're seeing the benefits and how it can enhance what you're doing.
Opportunities, we say, right?
And I think it is, you know, there's a lot of talk about job loss,
right?
Which is going to happen for sure.
Yeah.
It's also going to generate a lot of jobs.
Okay.
But where I focus is really on about how do you enhance, how do you future-proof your job, your career by embracing AI in the right way.
Right. There's a lot of misnomers, a lot of doubt, a lot of fears, a lot of worries of individuals themselves that could be subjected, all right, to the AI movement. Okay. But
there are risks.
Yeah.
And there are challenges with any new technology.
Sure.
And it's moving quickly. And I think that's part of the challenges. We can't keep up. And so we don't have time to invest in learning it appropriately to really get the best out of it and to really understand where it fits in terms of enhancing what we're doing rather than replacing what we're doing.
So what are the elements? How do we get this human-centered, our human relationship into this?
At the moment, there's basically two ways people are approaching AI organizationally. You have one organization where they're like burying the heads in the sand. I call it the ostrich approach.
Ostrich. Okay, got it.
And I went to a conference. I was talking to a woman. I said, does your organization have an AI policy? She said, oh, we got an AI policy. No AI.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And the challenge with that is that they've done reports and studies that say, even if your organization doesn't allow it, almost 80% of people are still using it.
Sure.
I love the term for it. You know, the term for people using, but not shadow AI.
Shadowing, right, exactly.
Shadow AI. And then there's the second group, which is like AI for everybody. And they give out licenses and everyone's excited. And then a couple months later, the boss comes back and says, so where's my ROI?
So, all right. Yeah.
And you go, I can write better emails.
That's right, exactly.
In both cases, the problem is the same. Or I should say the solution is the same.
Okay.
Education and training.
Okay, got it.
You have to invest the time. And I wrote something called the efficiency paradox. I'm too busy to save time.
Right.
You have
to. It's called excuse.
We're all busy.
Sure.
And learning something new, even knowing it can help us, takes a time of investment.
It does. Right. I got you.
And organizations, because it's so new, don't know how to do that.
Right.
And so it's about, I always think about, when we talk about jobs, every job is a list of tasks. So the way to approach it is to look at those jobs, look at those tasks and determine, A, which are the ones you don't like to do.
Right.
That you do all the time. That's a really good opportunity to see if AI can help.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
And then what are the jobs that, you know, you can't have AI do?
Right.
You can't outsource critical thinking, curiosity, creativity.
Sure.
And the promise of AI, as I see it, is that AI will help you take off some of those annoying tasks that you don't want to do.
Right.
So you free up time to be more strategic,
productive,
more creative,
profitable,
more human.
Right. Well, I don't know. Do humans want to be more human?
I think we'd like, well, the way I look at that is, what does being more human mean?
Right.
It means more time with your team.
Right.
More time with your customers.
Right.
More time with your friends and families. Oh my God.
Sure. How does this affect the communication, though, of the team, of the individuals, Because here it is now, everybody's communicating AI already, and are we losing the human effect?
Not if you do it.
Okay, here we go.
Appropriately.
Okay, let's talk about appropriately then.
So the first thing, when I work with clients or I talk to audiences, I'm talking about like, what are your policies? So the percentage of organizations that have an AI policy is still pretty low.
It's new.
It's new, but the idea is that you need to get ahead of this. You need to be able to, people in your organization need to know clearly what can they do with AI? What can't they do with AI? Because if you don't have those policies, then people are uploading confidential information.
Sure,
or they're not verifying what the output is, which you need to do, unfortunately. But you should with any work product. And the third part is about the human in the loop isn't just about thinking about how does this fit in with my people. It's about using the human unique qualities to get the best out of it.
Good, superb.
So when you're thinking about, and so there's a big discussion a lot about prompt engineering. You gotta learn how to prompt it well, which you do. But it's been shifting a bit to what people are calling context engineering.
Okay.
And you need, as the human, to provide as much context as you can to the AI before you have it go and do whatever it's going to do.
So it's a little bit more detailed information constructed, based upon what you're asking AI to do. Probably don't recommend AI to say, AI, okay, please develop me an AI policy, okay?
Correct.
Probably not the best thing.
So I developed a framework. Everyone loves a framework, right? So mine is called SNAP.
Okay, got it.
Learn how to talk to AI in the SNAP.
Got it.
So the S is set up the situation, provide that context. So instead of saying, hey, create an AI policy, you're going to be like, I work at a technology company. We have this many employees. This is the thing. You're painting the picture of where you're beginning from.
Right.
Super important.
Okay.
And if you don't do that, you will not get good results.
Sure.
The N
good
is
in, good out. All right.
100%. So. The name is the one, name the role. So this has become more popular where people understand, oh, I need to name the role AI is supposed to play. So act as if you are an expert in marketing, yada, yada, but give context to what that means, not just general.
Right.
You're in marketing who focuses on helping speakers get more gigs.
Yes, right. Everyone
wants that, right?
Yeah, right.
The A is the real unlock. The A is about having the AI ask you questions.
Okay.
And there's a kind of art to it. This is all still one prompt, by the way.
Sure it is, yeah.
Ask me up to 3 questions, one at a time, to fill in the gaps in context that you need.
Okay.
Don't move forward until you get the answers to those questions.
Okay, good.
And the last one, the P is perform. Perform whatever task. Create me an AI policy, create me a marketing thing.
Right.
And so now it's going to come back with 3 questions that's going to help it understand. Are you B2B? Are you B2C? What geography? What's important to you? And it does a really good job of asking those questions of you.
Right.
And then here's the other thing that a lot of people get, I think, wrong with AI, is they get the output and they're like, okay, great. Copy, paste, we're done. So I came up with this idea, and it's kind of the cookie sandwich. So if you think about, Oreos, and they have regular Oreos, double stuff, mega stuff.
Right. And then you got the holiday colors.
Well, but in terms of the proportion, in terms of how any AI initiative, project you're doing, you want the super stuff. So the middle part that the AI is doing is about 80% of what needs to be done by AI.
Right.
But you need those 2 cookie pieces at the end.
Sure, exactly.
For the human, how to talk to it, and then verify that actually what it gave you is what you needed.
Yeah, right.
And is real and authentic and not made up.
Sure.
It's still doing that. And so I think when I think about human-centered, part of it is just about that. It's about making sure you're communicating to AI in the right way.
Right.
And that when you are finished getting that, it's better than what it did on, it's not human intelligence. It's not machine intelligence.
Right.
It's what I call connected intelligence.
Right, exactly, yeah. How's the response from individuals, people themselves you've seen, people you've spoken to, okay? Are they getting the message, or is it fluff and utter?
Most are getting it when they take the time to actually sit down and think about it.
Right.
There are people who are just anti-AI,
Sure.
and so they're a hard group to get. And I generally believe, and this is a marketer, if you spend all your time trying to convince those people that oppose what you're doing, you're going to be like Sisyphus.
That's right, exactly. Yeah.
So I try and approach the people that are open to it, and they don't really understand. So I have this concept: don't try and convince people.
Right.
Just educate
them. Just
educate
them, right.
And in both the cases, whichever, those two scenarios where everyone has AI or no one has AI, the education training is the piece that solves the gap.
Sure.
And it has to be systematic. So I create a roadmap. You start with an AI council. You create your policies, your education framework, which tools to use, identifying tasks.
This is more than a 5-minute project.
Yeah. It's a little bit more, right? Yeah. I work as a chief AI officer for that exactly. As a fractional chief AI officer, because it's not a one and done, and it's implementation. So a lot of times what people have is you've given them the knowledge, but there's a implementation, execution gap.
Execution, right, exactly.
And so that's what I help people do is I consult with them to help them take the information and actually actualize it.
Good deal. Superb. I think AI, and we're all speaking about things of this nature, I believe it's still of its infancy stage. Okay. Still a lot more to learn. We're a very, very small microcosm of dirt, all right, in a giant sized galaxy of the Milky Way. All righty. It's going to advance. It's going to change. It's going to grow. Yes, you said in the beginning itself, it's going to have cause and effect on individuals themselves in certain criteria type built jobs. Okay. But I'm just thinking out there, I think this is a great tool that people need to really hinge on. But I think it goes with everything. Using the tool in the right fashion, putting the guidelines, policies, procedures, rules, regulations themselves, not to turn around and say, well, what's your policy? Well, we have none because there are none, and it's no. And so I don't think that's probably the way to go either. Stagnation comes in, non-growth. You have different types of individuals who are communicating this, different generations that are adhering to it. And I would say a lot of folks themselves are staying away from it.
I believe very strongly. And I read about this. I'm in this all day, every day.
Sure, right, exactly.
Those organizations that don't embrace learning how to use AI effectively will be at a competitive disadvantage.
Sure, I think so.
Paul Reutzer, who's runs a company called SmarterX, who's one of my go-to people for knowledge, about a year and a half ago, he wrote a piece about the 3 types of modern organizations.
Okay.
AI native. So you're starting a company and you're building an AI all the time.
Yeah.
And there's AI emergent, which is most of us. We have a company and now we're trying to figure out how to integrate it. You know what the third kind is?
Go.
Obsolete.
Yeah. Obsolescence is just a nasty position, all right, without a doubt.
Yeah, my phrase is, you need to get on the AI train, because if you don't, I used to say you might get left behind.
No.
I've updated that.
Huh?
If you don't get on the AI train, you may get run over.
And trains hurt. I don't know. It's like that without a doubt. Jeff, if there's one particular item that you want to leave with the viewers, all right, especially those individuals out here that are afraid to jump into those areas and levels of AI, okay, what's that one golden nugget that you want to leave with these folks?
I'm going to make it 1.5. Is that
Go,
right?
please, knock it out. So
the first part is be curious.
Curious is good.
You need to come with a slightly different mindset.
Okay.
And start small.
Okay. So is that the half?
That's the half. Start small.
So it's minuscule. All right. So
for example, a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to approach my marketing.
Right.
Look at your personal life. The joke I always tell people is go and take a picture of what's in your fridge and ask AI to plan a healthy meal.
That ain't going to happen.
It will.
For most people. All right.
That's what's in your fridge. Make it a healthier meal.
Exactly. Yeah. It's tell exactly what you want it to be.
Need that context.
Good. Jeffrey, if people wanted to reach you, what was the best way and best fashion, all right, and platform they can reach you?
Probably LinkedIn is where I spend most of my time.
Good
or
enough.
Just go to my website, ggklein, Klein.com.
And the LinkedIn address?
It's GG Klein, I think.
There you go. Yeah. Good deal. Superb. Stay with it. It's been my honor, all right, to bring you up and talk about this little human element, all right, of AI. We have some fears, we have some doubts, we have some worries and concerns, all righty. But I think those items themselves may be shadowed out, already, and especially with the new growth and things, things to come.
I always tell the secret to people: the genie's out of the bottle.
What are you Geoffrey Klein, folks. Geoffrey Klein. Thank you much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Itself. And thank you very much for joining us themselves. And we'll see you guys real soon at the GMS Theaters and Podcast. Welcome. NSA Thrive. Let's do it again. Thanks.